back to my channel. I'm Miss Unfortunate, and I'm real excited that you took time out of your day to swing by and see what's going on. Today I have something real special for you guys. It's my first collab, and I'm doing it with Eryn with a Y. I'll be putting her link to her channel in the description down below. Also, this build is very special because it will be another build for my Let's Play, which is the Raise Them Right challenge, and I'll be sure to put a link to that playlist right above me so you guys can go check out and see what I'm talking about. Basically, we're at the point in the Let's Play where Jade and Victor are probably going to be going to court pretty soon, and I wanted to have some sort of scene set up to be able to do that in. And also a little bit about Eryn. She is a fantastic landscaper. She just put up a tutorial actually on how to do all of her amazing fountains and ponds that she's been doing, and she just has absolutely fantastic structure. So I wanted to get with her and figure out something we could do together, and she made a beautiful City Hall courthouse for me, and she did the exterior and the landscaping, and I'll be doing the decorating on the inside. Well guys, as always, if you like hanging out with me and you like my stuff, well, why don't you hit the subscription button, and then you can hit the like button too, and the notification bell while you're there if you want to. There's no pressure at all. I just like having fun with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy my content. So let's go ahead and just dive right on into it. I'll see you guys in the build. All right, you guys, so here we are back in the build, and I already know the floor plan that I want to go with because I have already planned it out, just so I don't waste your guys' time, and editing is a lot easier on me. So I definitely recommend that, as always, if you guys do the same kind of content that I do. Right now we are working on, well, we will be working on this room right here. Now I feel like it deserves an explanation. Jeez, okay. As always, can't talk. Anyways, you guys, you're probably wondering, what the heck is this? Well, if you've been to a courthouse or a city hall, or sometimes even the DMV office, or where you get your driver's license renewed or for the first time, sometimes you have to walk through a metal detector, and that's what I'm attempting to build right here. Don't worry, you guys, I totally changed those flower pots to be a little bit more nicer. But right here, I'm attempting to put 2 security guard stations and these body scans that are usually supposed to be for the doctors, obviously. I'm trying to make it look like they're scanning whoever's walking through the 2 metal slabs that I put there. Or the 2 walls right there. Yeah, right there. Those things on the side that look kind of scanny-ish, those are from Strangerville. If you guys think there's a better way to build one of these, let me know. I struggled a little bit with this, with the decorating, and to be completely honest, I thought it would be so much easier because Eryn totally did the build for me, which was fantastic. This build is so beautiful, you guys. It looks just like a city hall. But I thought it would be so much easier because she already did the most difficult part of the build, in my opinion, which is the shell. And boy, was I wrong. Well, and it wasn't just, I'm sure if it was maybe a restaurant or something like that, it would have been a lot easier, but it's hard to decorate a city hall / courthouse because who wants to be there? I mean, honestly, anytime you go to that kind of location, you guys, you're either waiting in a really long line, which is going to be to our right here. That's what those slots and those walls are for, is, you know, where you walk up and actually get your driver's license renewed or whatnot. And I know this one is a lot nicer than the usual city hall / DMV office / courthouses. But it's The Sims as well, you guys. The Sims, I feel like, have a much nicer world than we do. A much more forgiving world than we do. So that is why this city hall / courthouse / I guess driver's license place is pretty nice. So this area, I actually think this might be one of my most favorite areas because it definitely, to me, looks exactly like a place I would go to get my driver's license renewed. On this back side here, you'll notice I'm going to be doing a bunch of little seating areas with cubicles. These are for the workers where they can go and sit down and, you know, and then basically you wait in line, and when your number's called on the screen, you walk up to these little slots and they work with you to get, you know, either your driver's license renewed or your address changed or, you know, whatever you need done. but I know these are music related, but I thought maybe that big one over there to the right, the mechanical looking objects, I thought it looked kind of like a big old printer, you know, those giant printers that the government offices still use. And by the way, I did give them the crappy fat computers. Or actually, I guess I gave them ones a little bit nicer, but that's a joke kind of in the United States, in my opinion. Anything government, you know, schools or city hall, you know, or courthouses or anything to do with the government, they are still all using really old Dell computers, which, don't get me wrong, Dell's a really good company. They got really good computers that tend to last a while, but man, you know, they just don't want to spend any money on bringing themselves into the future. But anyways, so these are all the files I would assume that they still have because the government is still switching to electronic, you guys. Oh, a funny story. I had to get some old medical records from back when I was like a teenager, and I actually had to call and get a physical copy because I guess I'm so old. I'm not old, you guys. I'm not old. I'm a 90s kid, okay? But I guess I'm so old now that they just had all my old medical records on paper. They have all of our new medical records in the system, yes. But anything that was before, I think, 2007 or something, those are definitely not on the computer, and they're like sitting in, I guess, a giant warehouse collecting dust somewhere. I have no idea. Anyways, I thought it was really interesting, and it made me feel pretty old, even though I'm not. But anyways, these are those really cute cubicles. Now, I was going to cut out all the clutter here, but I really, really enjoyed doing the clutter because I worked at Apple. Apple Incorporated, the people that made these iPhones. By the way, how cool is my, yes, Prince of All Saiyans. I am a hardcore Dragon Ball Z fan. Anyway, I worked for the company that made these, and for like 10 years, no, 8 years, and great company to work for. Hate the clients though. Please do not call in and say that the worst thing that's ever happened in your life is your phone dying. Oh my gosh. The customers were, anyways, that I've left my corporate life behind, you guys. But what I was trying to say was that I worked there for so long, and you get so used to the cubicle life because you get to decorate your own cubicle, you know, and there's like a whole market online for this stuff. Cubicle mirrors or decoration or you know, the little small objects just for people that work in a cubicle. Sorry guys, I'm back. I had to kind of pull myself away because I just had a little bit of a coughing situation. Don't worry, I'm not sick. I just I cough sometimes. So anyways, so now we're working on the smaller courtroom. I would imagine that in a lot of city halls / courthouses, there are smaller courtrooms for the not so, you know, big cases. You know, maybe you're just doing a custody battle or something, and you'll do it in a smaller courthouse versus like an actual murder or something. You'll probably have a huge courthouse with a lot of people judging you. So this would be one of those smaller ones. Right here, I'm building where the, gosh, you guys, I should have came prepared with all the terminology of a courtroom. This is where, oh my goodness, you know how you get that paper in the mail and you have to go and do jury duty, and that's where you sit and you judge people. So that's, that's so horrible. If you guys don't live in the United States, how bad does our system sound to you? And I'm not hating. I'm just talking about the way we serve justice here in the United States. It's quite questionable. But anyways, so right here, it's just a little bit of a small desk. All of the desks where a judge would be sitting in this build do have an actual half wall built around them. I don't know why. But anyway, we're now in the main courtroom. So all the little nook and crannies I did decorate. Don't worry, we'll see it in the tour at the very end. But right here, I really wanted to elevate the place where the judge sits, but I couldn't do it without it not being functionable. And I need this to be functionable because I do want to do a scene in my Let's Play where we have to go to a a courtroom, you know, to win custody over our own child. So I really wanted to make it to where we could still use them. So I'm sorry if it doesn't look like a real courtroom. I try to make it the best I could. Obviously the person being questioned sits on the left and the judge sits in the right, always at a more elevated level than everyone else. Don't know why we do that, but we do that. So anyways, if you ever have to go to court in the United States, always be as respectful as possible and cry a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it'll help. I've seen it in movies, so. But anyway, you guys, we are now creating the massive seating area for all of the jury duty to sit. I would assume that this courtroom is probably more so used for like big cases like murders and I don't even want to name half of the stuff that I would think would go into this courtroom, but yeah, so this is the big courtroom. Now, it does look nice, I know, nicer than a courtroom usually does. Now, I keep saying that. I had to go online to get a little bit of inspiration, just so I knew what direction I could go in, because, you know, no one wakes up in the morning and is like, I'm gonna build a courthouse, and, like, just totally does it from, like, scratch. I mean, maybe you do. I don't. I'm more along the lines of I like building restaurants and residentials and stuff like that. But anyways, so I had to do a little bit of research, and I mean, this is basically what I saw as the main area of the courtroom, was always these elevated different levels of flooring for all the seating and stuff. And I couldn't do that in The Sims realistically. So no, this entire section is not functionable, or at least I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure The Sims cannot walk through those slabs. So this is just for looks, but we do have a set of seating on the ground level that can be used. So yeah, so this is just for looks. But anyways, it's still a fully functional city hall, and it's actually a library lot. Obviously, we don't have a city hall or a courthouse option. I don't know if that would be fun gameplay or not to add such a system. And also might be strange, since The Sims is in a bunch of different countries, to kind of shove our type of justice onto you guys. So I know our system is quite flawed, but I can talk about that, right? No one's getting offended by that, because I mean, it's obviously something you can see all the time. And I'm not changing Eryn's build right here, not at all. I think all I did was move the windows over by one so I could properly line some stuff up. All of this right here is functionable. So we can have, you know, our guests that we need to have sit in these chairs, and then of course the lawyer and either Jade or Victor at the front. Oh, and here's the grand tour. So you guys, I'm gonna go and get out of here. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much, Eryn, for building such a beautiful structure. And as always, you guys, drop a like, drop a sub, hit the bell, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!